What's good, YouTube? Make America Lit here, back with another NBA 2K24 video. And in today's video, I have another episode of Rare Builds for you guys that you can see on your screen. In today's episode, we are going to be creating a two-way three-point forward. That is an absolute mouthful to say. Pause. But it is one of the more rarer builds. I mean, I haven't really seen anybody really running with any type of point forward builds in this game. So I'm kind of focusing on, knocking out the point forward builds, trying to find the more rare names for these builds and whatnot. So with that being said, let's jump right into the build. Obviously, you have to make this build at the small forward position if you want the point forward name. Otherwise, you're going to get a completely different name. The height, the weight, the wingspan is totally up to your discretion. You could tweak this however you like. This is just what I went with. I went 6'6", 215 with a 6'11 wingspan. And then for the attributes, this is what I went for. 70 close shot, 79 layup, and driving dunk. Now, for the driving dunk, you can kind of tweak this and bring the driving dunk down some, honestly. I was just playing around with it just to see, how much I can go up or down on certain attributes until I get a different name. But you can tweak the driving dunk if you don't care too much about driving dunk or whatever. You can tweak this. Me personally, I care more about driving layup than driving dunk. So if I was going to make this build or tailor this build for me, I would probably bring the driving dunk down to a 70 and then go a little bit higher on the layups because I value layups more than dunking. Just me, in my opinion. But I know some people do like to drive and dunk and finish strong, so you might want to have drive and dunk on your build. Again, totally up to your discretion. Not really taking anything else as far as finishing, standing, and post control. Then moving on to the shooting, we have a 75 mid-range, which is going to be more than enough to get us Silver Midi Magician, which is the main thing I really try to aim for when making my builds with mid-range. And then, of course, a 78 3 ball. You see the badges that we're going to have. Bronze Agent 3, Blinders, Deadeye, Silver Catch, Corner, Green Machine. We'll have, decent shooting on this build. It's not like we're going to be completely, dirt. You will be able to space the floor. As long as you know your jumper or can shoot or time your shot, you will be able to space the floor. Not saying that you plan on, shooting 15 threes a game, because you are going to be on a point forward build, so you most likely will be running the offense, passing. The offense will be ran through you. 61 free throw. Now, you guys know me. I'm usually Mr. Free Throw, but in order to make this build kind of viable, I had to, have a weakness somewhere. And the major weakness on this build is going to be the free throw. We're not going to be able to shoot free throws pretty much at all. But, and here we go. If you do tweak the build and you take that drive and dunk down some, which I would say I would take mine down to a 70, you can throw a shit ton of points into your free throw and put your free throw up to an 80 or even a 90, if you want to be able to shoot. Now, for my park players that don't care and you're not going to ever step foot into the rec or pro-am and you're strictly a park player, you can get by with this 61 free throw. You're not going to really care about it anyway. But for my rec players and my 5v5 pro-am players, you can tweak that drive and dunk. You don't need a 79 drive and dunk. You could go down to 75. Hell, you could even go down to 70 and still, catch dunks in traffic and catch alley-oops. More than enough. Me personally, like I said, I would go down to 70 or 73 just so I could get posterizer. But that's just me, But you can tweak that so you can have some free throw if you do want free throw on your build. Moving on to the playmaking, we do have a 96 pass accuracy. And you see, that's pretty much going to give us all Hall of Fame badges. The only Hall of Fame badges we're not going to have is Needle Threader and Bailout. But Gold Needle Threader goes hard. Don't get me wrong. Gold Needle Threader is nice. And, Gold Bailout is pretty nice as well, too. Shoot, Silver Bailout is nice. Even Bronze Bailout, goes kind of crazy, especially with the pass accuracy that you need. I'm kind of happy that, Bronze Bailout is as good as it is. But, you can go higher, Silver, Gold, and this is still pretty nice, And then the rest of our badges, obviously, Hall of Fame. You see Dimer, Relay Passer, Touch Passer, Special Delivery, and Break Starter. Moving on to the ball handle, you see that 88 ball handle. Now, we don't have the speed and acceleration because we did have the lack somewhere. So we're not going to have like blow by and, speed booster and all of that stuff on silver and gold. But we are going to get blow by on bronze. We are going to get speed booster on bronze. And the rest of our badges are going to be on silver. Handles for days, killer combos, unpluckable, which is, enough. On this build, this isn't just strictly a point forward build. This is a two-way 3-point point forward, so you're going to have some, you know, discrepancies here and there on a build like this. If you want a build that's more just suited to playmaking and being faster and stuff, then you should be looking at the point forward build. This is kind of like a niche build, so you don't want to really be super good at one thing. You want to be able to do multiple things. This build is going to be able to shoot. It's going to be able to play make, as you can see here. And then moving on, will also be a two-way and be able to play some decent defense. You see we have a 61 interior defense, 88 perimeter defense, a 72 steal, so we'll be able to get those steals and play those passing lanes. And we also have a 74 block with bronze chase down artists, so we'll also be able to, you know, get some blocks here and there and play some interior defense as well. No rebounding really on this build, but we're not really caring too much about rebounding. That's not really the strength of this build or even the focus of this build. Moving on to the physicals, you see we'll have a 78 speed and a 70 acceleration, which is more than enough to play defense, you know, get open and whatnot. 50 strength just for the, you know, silver clamps, which is what we, you know, care about having on this build, so we could play, you know, adequate defense or lockdown defense in my experience with this 88 perimeter defense, which you're going to be having silver and gold defensive badges, which is, you know, enough to play lockdown defense. Silver clamps, you know, 94 feet, gold ankle braces, gold challenger. You're going to be able to lock and box people on the perimeter with this build. And then finally that 99 stamina, which is going to unlock gold workhorse, gold 94 feet, and of course silver and handles for days on this build. And then of course we create our build. You'll see these shades of, we got Tony Allen, we got Bojan Bogdanovic, and we got RJ Barrett, which I really wouldn't consider Tony Allen a two-way three-point point forward. I don't know what these shades of are, but, you know, whatever. You see that we have built a two-way three-point point forward. So there you have it. This is my two-way three-point point forward build for NBA 2K24. It's been your boy Make America Lit. Please be sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe for more NBA 2K24 content. And, of course, more rare builds like this. I'm out, y'all. Peace.